Hi, this is Christine Marfut, and I am the one who has brought you numerous cases in Northport about how property owners have been harassed and, in fact, forced or almost forced off of their properties. I am one example. My houses have been threatened with auction numerous times, and only by filing legal documents at the last minute was I able to avoid the sale. I have, by a wrong number, one digit off from my number, been put in contact with a man named R.C. Sumner. I found out that he has recently had a stroke. I came here last weekend on Sunday to talk to him about his plight, and he told me of his horrible stress. And Wednesday, when I came back to take his interview, he was in the hospital with a stroke. So you will see that interview shortly. And I just wanted to say that this is the property in question. He has a little home business on it. He does some auto repairs, and he allows friends to come and work on their cars, and he helps everyone. And you will see a testimony from one of his good friends in Spanish, whom he has helped and who thinks so highly of him, as do many of the other people I have talked to. Now, this is a question of what is happening in America. If this were in China, wouldn't we be saying human rights violation, where an old, poor man in poor health is hounded by $100,000 fine and has had his electricity cut off by code enforcement? If I, as a landlord, were to cut someone's utilities off, I would be in jail. But apparently, counties can do things that ordinary citizens are not allowed to get away with. But counties and government people all over this country, beware. There are laws against what you are doing. Federal laws, such as United States Code 18, 241, and 242, which state that you may not violate someone's constitutional rights: one, to feel secure in their house, their person, papers, and effects, and two, to be free of excessive fines and forfeiture of estate. If you violate those people's rights, you are liable for 1 year in jail. If the person is injured, as is the case with R.C., who is now suffering a stroke, you are liable to be in jail for up to 10 years. It is criminal what you are doing and how you are trampling on the constitutional rights of Americans. There is going to be new development here soon. We don't know who's involved, but we are going to find out. There is going to be a land swap, very unequal, for taxpayer purchased property that nobody wanted. Now it's going to be perhaps traded for property here. We don't know what's going in the future, but there's money, and this man isn't going to enjoy it. Thank you.
¿Y es muy bueno a usted?
Es una persona linda. Es una persona que él agarra su bocado, pero se lo da a otro, no se lo come él. Un maltratamiento aquí con su propiedad, y ese señor se ha llegado a sentir tan mal que estuvo propenso a morir, porque le dio un infarto al señor.
Y hay otros que viven aquí, ¿no? Claro.
Hay otras personas, sí, como el señor Dales. Bueno, somos, se puede decir que 4. Había más gente, pero tuvieron que irse cuando supieron que esto le iban a despropiar al señor de esto aquí. Entonces se tuvieron que ir.
¿Y no hay agua aquí?
No, aquí no hay agua, aquí no hay luz, la quitaron, porque el Señor poderoso que dice que es dueño de aquí, Él quitó agua, quitó luz, quitó todo.
El señor Arcí es realmente pobre.
El señor Arcí es pobre, es pobre. Yo puedo garantizar que el señor Arcí es pobre. Y es pobre.
Y hay un negocio al otro lado.
Sí.
Un negocio nuevo. Ellos pueden haber su negocio Pero RC no puede haber el suyo. Dice.
Exacto. Aquellos sí pueden vivir, pero Arce no puede vivir según ellos. Que su alma esté libre, que siga siendo como el que vivía antes aquí, antes de que viniera una persona a sacrificarlo.
¿Y aquí en los Estados Unidos piensa que estamos libres ahora?
No se puede decir libertad, porque si vienen a despojar al Señor de lo que tanto ha luchado por tener, ¿qué libertad es esa?
Hi, this is Christine Marfut, and I met R.C. Sumner on Sunday. And today, I called him up to see if I could do an interview with him about how code enforcement has ruined his life. And this is how it's ruined his life. It's put him under so much stress that my interview is in a hospital room. Gave him a stroke. R.C., how are you feeling?
Well, I don't feel too good.
And you've been under a tremendous stress?
Really a lot of stress and nowhere to live.
And they've been trying to take your property that you've had for what?
Yeah, they're $500 a day.
$500 a day fine.
Yeah, but I finally got it stopped. I read. I hope so.
You what?
I don't know for sure yet.
You don't know for sure. But you're living where you were without any electricity.
Don't have no electricity, no bath.
And you don't have any water because there's no electricity to pump it.
No water.
No water. And you said that there was a new building next door to you. Well, you had no trouble for years and years, right?
No trouble.
And all of a sudden somebody new built a fancy building next door, and code enforcement is trying to get you off your land. Were they the ones that forced the electric to be cut off?
Yes, code enforcement. They tried before and kept fighting them and got a lien against them before this. Then they got it terminated. And they come in with all 4 feet when they got it terminated.
Well, RC, I don't want to wear you out because I know you're in a bad way, and I just wanted to show the world what code enforcement is doing to people of the United States, law-abiding people living on their own land, minding their own business, and this is what happens. RC, I thank you so much for talking to me, even though it's brief, but hope that this is stopped and nobody else has to suffer like you have and like your friends have, because I've talked to quite a few of them. And I hope you feel better, and the next time I talk to you, I don't know, it's going to be awful hard for you in your weakened condition to live without water, live without electricity. It's horrible, and I just can't believe it.
Well, if I can get out of the hospital, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you. We have an emergency in the United States. Code enforcement, killing people, stressing them so much, this is where they end up. People like R.C. Sumner, hounded into the hospital.